We turn now to the coronavirus here in Connecticut. Parents who have concerns about the state's plan to reopen schools will be glued to their computer screens later this morning. That's when the governor will provide more details and answer some questions about the proposal.
Channel 3's Roger Suzanne joined us now live outside the state capitol. Roger, how can families watch this meeting?
Yeah, good morning, Nicole and Eric. This meeting begins at 11 a.m. and yes, you can watch it live. It's going to stream on YouTube as well as on the Channel 3 app and all of our digital platforms, so you can certainly find it there. And it's definitely a very big topic of conversation today because the governor says that he's going to shed some light on a plan that really could impact just about every single family in the state of Connecticut. Have you ever heard of Adapt, Advance, Achieve? Well, it may sound like a sports movie, but it's actually much more important than that. It's the title of the state's six-principle plan to send Connecticut kids back to the classrooms. We already know the proposal will reshape how Connecticut schools look when they reopen. First and foremost, students will be required to wear masks at school and on the bus, and school leaders will be in charge of making sure buildings have adequate ventilation. We also know all desks will be front-facing, and the same group of students will stay together throughout the day in an effort to minimize any potential spread. Also, the state is making temporary accommodations on a distance learning plan for families who don't feel comfortable or have a child with pre-existing conditions. Right now, local school districts are hashing out some of the finer points in reports that will be sent over to the Department of Education by July 24th. But many families and educators have expressed concerns about the plan and worried the details could be nearly impossible to carry out safely and effectively. That's why today's teleconference will be such an important step. The governor says he will answer key questions today, but he is not backing down from prioritizing returning kids to classroom learning. In a statement, he stressed that experts with the American Academy of Pediatrics and Health Department have reiterated that it's important to the well-being of children everywhere, writing, "It will be a more familiar setting for kids, which will aid in their growth. Having kids back in the classroom is the priority and the goal, with well-designed and structured distance learning to ensure that option is available." Now, coming up in half an hour, we're going to explain why this is maybe one of the few issues where our state's Democratic governor actually agrees with the President of the United States. Reporting live outside the state capitol in Hartford, I'm Roger Suzanne in Channel 3 Eyewitness News.